There was a time when an American passport could take you almost anywhere, until 7 months ago, when the novel coronavirus made its way to the United States. A virus that spread from ships to trains to planes, airlines cutting their flight schedules. April 14th, just 84,000 people were screened by TSA, a 96% drop from the same day last year. By June 1st, U.S. airlines cut global routes by nearly 75%. Today, borders to Canada and Mexico still closed. Before the pandemic, your passport was a ticket to 185 countries. But now, with the U.S. still struggling to get its case numbers under control, an American passport is a ticket, well, almost nowhere.
Well, good evening and thank you for staying with us. I'm Clay Gordon. With all the travel restrictions across the world, a lot of people are staying home instead of vacationing. We showed you this last week. Digital Third Coast surveyed 2,000 people. Only about 27% say they've taken a vacation since the pandemic. 62% of those regret taking their vacation due to limitations on the trip. 20% say they do not plan to vacation this year at all, mostly due to safety. So chances are we've got a lot of unused vacation days this year. But what if you could trade in some of your paid time off days to cover a portion of your student loans? One main company is already 1 year into that program.
When I graduated from Bowdoin College, I had about $30,000 in debt.
And that's after Anna Fauché of Madawaska took advantage of financial aid packages. She's now a professional program development associate at Unum, an insurance company in Portland.
Nobody likes being in debt. That's a given. So I do my best to obviously make my minimum payments, but if I can, my monthly budget allows it, certainly add more on top of my monthly payment to try and get those loans down.
Fauché, like tens of millions of Americans, chip away at their student loan debt every month. According to economic data from the St. Louis Federal Reserve, Americans have $1.6 trillion in outstanding student loan debt.
We did some research on Unum employees. Student debt averages somewhere around a carrying weight of about $38,000 to $40,000 in debt. So it's certainly quite large.
Unum started a program, now in its first year, to help its over 10,000 employees based in the U.S. According to Gagnon, 25 to 30% of them are burdened with some sort of student debt. Here's how it works. Unum first-year employees get 28 PTO and holidays. 40 hours or 5 days are eligible to roll over to the next year. Now, those 5 days can be traded in to help with student loans.
Between principal and interest, we've helped employees pay off just a bit over $625,000 of student loan payments in their first year.
427 employees are currently enrolled in the program, with more than $1,200 on average paid back on their debt. And they could pay out their days for their own, a spouse or partner, or child's debt. Fauché expects to receive about $1,000 after planning to give back her vacation days this year.
Student debt is a real problem, so if other companies can follow suit, I think that would be a major success.
And now we want to hear from you. If your company allowed you to swap vacation days to help pay off your student loan debt, would you do it? Head over to newscentermaine.com/pulse or check out the Pulse section of our mobile app. We're going to check the results coming up later in the show.